since we're gonna do a little core today, you're gonna start on your backs. Don't be lulled into a false sense of security, because it will get a little bit more challenging after this. But for now, I'm gonna have you place your hands on either side of your navel. So they can really be just to your waist, wherever you can allow the elbows to rest down on the earth. And from there, once you have contact, all you're gonna do is take a minute to scan your body, noticing where some spaces might be able to relax, perhaps shifting the body a bit as you feel areas that could ground down more. Scanning the skin of the face and the jawline, perhaps softening those areas. And then, as the body becomes still and grounded, feel your hands onto the belly and just feel the rising of the inhale and the release of the exhale. So there's a different sensation where we actually feel and touch the experience of breath rather than simply feeling the air move in and out of our body. We actually feel the rising and falling through our fingertips. And we're going to change the breath just a bit. I want you to imagine that you could actually expand a balloon in your belly on your breath in. It takes a little bit of concentration to pull that belly and expand it outward. And then as you breathe out, all of the air comes out of that balloon. So this is a diaphragmatic breath. Inhale, expand into the low belly. Exhale, release. And you perhaps even picture that balloon expanding and emptying. That imagery helps the mind become still of extra thoughts and storylines. And as you do this, I want you to imagine that inside that balloon there's this bright yellow light. And when you breathe in, it gets really vibrant. And when you breathe out, you imagine that as the air comes out, the light shoots out through the corners of the heels and the corners of the fingertips. So you're expanding, growing that yellow light. And then you're allowing it to radiate through the body on the exhale. Just tapping into the center of the belly, the solar plexus, which is where all of the power source comes from in the body. And keeping the hands on the belly, you're going to bend the knees, taking the soles of the feet to the floor. From here, I want you to imagine you could actually scoop the belly out. So you're going to pull the navel down to the spine. You'll feel your hip points come toward your ribs as if they're closing toward one another, and you feel the low back press into the earth. Relax that, take a breath in. Expand, draw down as you breathe out. So it's a breath in, you relax to neutral spine, curve comes into your low back. As you breathe out, you pull down through that navel, scoop and hollow the belly. One more time, breathe in, release, expand a bit. Breathe out, pull down, navel to spine, low back to floor. And slowly release. We're going to allow the hands to come by the sides with the fingertips spread wide. Draw both feet up to the ceiling and flex the toes back toward your face. Now from here, you are going to lower down halfway, keeping navel tucked to spine and low back to the floor. Inhale, draw the legs back to neutral, right up to the ceiling. Exhale, heels drop down as far as you can without the low back coming up off of the floor. Inhale, you rise up. Exhale, lower down, hover. One more time, inhale, rise up. Now we're gonna bend the knees slightly, arms come out like the letter T, palms still facing downward. Draw your knees to your right side, don't let them touch the floor, and then pull back up. We're gonna do that 2 more times to the right, drawing down like a windshield wiper, back to neutral. Last time, draw down and come back to neutral. You know it's coming, so let's do the other side. Left side, almost to the floor, back to neutral. Always keeping that navel pulled down to your spine. Last time, drop down and back to neutral. Draw your knees in towards your chest. You're gonna simply lift the shoulders up off the floor, curl into a tight ball, trying to press the forehead to knees. And then you're gonna release that down. Dropping the soles of the feet to the earth, hands will be beside you. This time, palms face up. We're gonna take mini bridges, so imagine you could scoop the belly, slightly lift the tailbone, and then lower back down to neutral. Scoop the tailbone, draw back to neutral. Last time, scoop the tailbone, draw back to neutral. Now this time, you're gonna scoop your tailbone and you're gonna lift your shoulders up. So your hips are slightly lifted, your shoulders are lifted. You're gonna come back down to neutral. Scoop your tailbone, lift the shoulders, come back to neutral. Last time, scoop the tailbone, lift the shoulders, hold here, and slowly back to neutral. Let the knees knock together, separate the feet a little bit wider, so kind of like a little tent, and just let that low back release. Step your left foot to the center of your mat. Take your right leg up. Flex that foot. Lower the heel almost all the way to the earth. Reach your fingertips toward your left heel. So you're reaching down toward that heel. Lower the arms, lift the leg. Lower the leg, lift the shoulders, reach the arms. Lower upper body, lift that leg. Last time, lower the leg, lift the arms. We're gonna pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Sole of right foot down, shoulders to the earth. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, left leg will rise. Take a breath in. On your breath out, lower your heel till it hovers, and then lift the shoulders, reach. Lower the shoulders, lift the leg. Lower the leg, lift the shoulders. Lower the shoulders, lift the leg. Lower the leg, lift the shoulders. One more time, lower the shoulders, lift the leg. And then final exertion, we lower, lift up, pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the leg down, deep breath in, full breath out. You should feel the belly active now. It's warm, it's a little bit fiery. We'll take both knees into the chest and we will make our way up to seated. So if you can, try and rock up to seated using the strength of that low belly. And you're gonna take your left leg in front of your right leg, cross-legged C. Right hand will come to the earth, left arm will reach up and overhead. So now just stretching out across the waistline. We've started to warm the belly up. So now stretching it out a bit. Inhale, open the chest up to your left. Exhale, close off. Imagine you're crunching the rib to the inner knee. So left rib to right inner knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, hold here, feeling that stretch over your low back as well. Slowly rise. Let Both arms reach up, and then tent your fingertips as you hinge from your hips and start to get the psoas, which is a deep core stabilizing hip flexor. We're going to warm that up and stretch it out because it's critical to stabilizing the core. Slowly walk your hands back, switch the way the legs are crossed. Now right in front of left. Left hand plants, right arm reaches. As you inhale, you open the chest, and as you exhale, you crunch it closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch closed. Last time, inhale, open. Exhale, crunch closed. Hold here, feeling that stretch across the body in the low back. Inhale, back to center, both arms rise. Exhale, tent the fingers, push back through the hips, and you'll feel the right inner hip crease, which we're opening across the psoas here. Now from here, you're going to slowly make your way onto hands and knees. Starting to activate the belly even more, we'll step back through the right toes, lifting up to hip height. If balance is your friend today, you're going to extend left fingertips. Hold here in balance and think about that action of navel to spine. Deep breath in, you're reaching in opposite directions. As you breathe out, elbow and knee come to touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch. We have two more. Extend and crunch. Last time, extend and crunch. Hold the crunch. Try and make that connection elbow to knee. And then release it out. Drop the hands, drop the knee. Find a cat-cow, reset. Belly draws down as you lengthen and breathe in. Rise that belly up as you round and breathe out. Come back to neutral. This time left toes back, lifting to hip height. Right fingertips forward. Holding in balance, finding the center of the belly. And if this is more comfortable for you, this is where you stay. Otherwise, deep breath in, extend. Full breath out, pull under. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Last time, lengthen and crunch. Make the connection, hold. Extend. Hand down, knee down. Lengthen your belly, breathe in. Round your spine, breathe out. Walk your hands back. Your shoulders will stack over your knees, over your hips, and your right leg is going to come out to the side. We're going to start with a simple stretch, lifting the arms up and taking the right fingertips outside of the right knee. So you should feel that right over the waist. And then we're going to take, it's called free hands. So you're going to take your hands, left hand presses to right, right hand presses to left, oblique is working. Pull up, take it in the other direction. Inhale and exhale. Good, inhale and exhale. Now last time, inhale, exhale, hold, navel to spine, side of the waist working. Rise up and drop the hands to the earth, keeping the right foot where it is. Draw the hips back toward that left heel a bit. Inner thigh opening up. Slowly come back to neutral spine, knee under hip. Walk your hands back, left foot out to the side. Same series, starting with the stretch, arms rise. Left fingertips down, reach up and over. As you inhale, we come up. We're going to take free hands. Draw right to left, left to right. Pull through the oblique, inhale up. Exhale. Good, inhale and exhale. One more time, come over to your left side. And over to your right side, hold, breathe, oblique, navel activating. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, fingers to the earth, hips back toward heel. Slowly coming back to hands and knees. We're going to transition to downward facing dog. If your feet are problematic in down dog, you can always take a shorter stance so that you're definitely into the heels rather than into the toes. So let's find our way to lifted hips. And we're going to take the right leg up behind us. Draw your knee into your nose under the body and lift back up. Draw your knee to your nose under the body, lift back up. Last time, knee will come to nose under your body. Lift your hips up a bit to make space and step right toes to right thumb as you root your left heel down. Rising up to warrior one. Bending into that front knee, you're going to think about your left hip pulling up and forward, and you'll feel a lot more hip flexor here. From here, let your left arm come under your right arm. You can either hug or twist for eagle wrap. This is more about what's going to happen in the belly than what's going to happen in the shoulders, so your choice. Lift your chest up, tuck and round as you tap elbows to knee. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, tuck and tap. Last time we inhale and rise. Exhale, tuck and tap. Hold. Navel pulls into spine. Feel the belly activate. And reach the arms high. Take the hands down to the earth and step right back to your downward facing dog. Find a full breath cycle here. Inhale your left leg up. As you exhale, knee comes to nose under your body. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Last time, knee to nose. Lift your hips to make space. Step through. Left toes, left thumb. Right heel roots. Rising to warrior one. Letting your right arm come under your left arm. Your choice in wrap. And drop into that lunge a bit more. As you breathe in, we lift up. As you breathe out, we crunch and tap. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, crunch and tap. Last time, rise up. Full crunch, pull the belly in, hold here. Rise up as you breathe in. Frame your foot, breathe out, right back to your downward facing dog. Full breath cycle here. Inhale, the right leg will lift. As you exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Lift the hips, make space. Right foot forward, left heel lifted for a crescent lunge. Sweeping those arms up on the inhale, taking hands to center chest on the exhale. So this is going to be a twisting step back. Or step up, excuse me. So you're going to twist your torso, come back to center, and step up, okay? So look, we're going to do that 4 times. Take a breath in. As you exhale, twist, center, step. Step back. Twist, center, step. 2 more. Twist, center, step. Step back, twist, center, step up. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, fold. Walk your feet away from one another. Nice wide stance. Opposite elbow to opposite hand as you hang in a ragdoll. From here, lengthen up halfway. Release your hands to the earth and step back to your downward facing dog. On an inhale, the left leg will reach high. As you exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, knee to nose, lift the hips, make space as you step through. Crescent lunge, left foot forward. Arms rise high on the inhale. We take the hands to center chest on the exhale. Finding your base, breathe in. Twist the torso, come back to center. Step up. Step back, twist, center, step up. 2 more. Step back, twist, center, step up. Last time, step back, twist, center, and step up. Breathe in and breathe out. Lengthen up, halfway lift. Plant those hands, step it right back, downward facing dog. 2 full breaths here. And we'll slowly lift right leg high. As you breathe out, you're going to take your right knee to your right elbow, hold. You're going to take this little pendulum swing right across to your left elbow, back to your right elbow, across to left elbow, back to center, and step it up for crescent lunge. Sweeping the arms high on a breath in, and folding forward as arms sweep back, breath out. So what we're doing here is navel is pulling in, back is strengthening. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Last time, rise up. Fold it forward, hold. Interlace your hands behind the back. Chest draws forward as knuckles draw back. Pulling the navel into the spine, holding with core strength from front to back. Inhale, rise the arms. And as you exhale, you'll open to warrior 2. So standing in your warrior 2, we're going to take the left hand behind the head and the right hand to the knee. And we're going to think about the rib on the left crunching to the inner knee on the right, okay? So it's a breath in, open and expand. As you breathe out, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale and exhale. Last time, rise. And exhale. Good. Inhale, open to your warrior 2. Breathe out as you sink into the hips. And then you're going to cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot. Step back to your downward facing dog. As you breathe in, left leg reaches up. Breathe out, knee to elbow, left side. Pendulum to right, pendulum back to left. Pendulum to right, and back to center as you step up, crescent lunge, left foot forward. Sweeping the arms up overhead. As you breathe in, you lift, and as you breathe out, you fold and reach the arms back. Inhale, rise, low back strength. Exhale, fold. 2 more, rise and fold. Last time, rise. Fold it forward, interlace your hands, knuckles back, chest forward, navel in, low back strength. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. So again, body open into warrior 2 here. Left hand to knee, right hand behind the head. You're going to crunch rib to knee and open up. Try not to close the elbow off. Crunch rib to knee, open up. 2 more, rib to knee, open. Last time, rib to knee and open. Release into your warrior 2. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, cartwheel the hands, frame the foot, step it back, and drop your knees for child's pose. Dropping the hips down, taking a breath, and reconnect. This is a very heating practice. If you think about, I always say, people think of the core as a six-pack. If you think about the core, I think I've said it before, like an apple, you have the seeds in the center, that's your six-pack. But the core of the apple runs from the stem to the base. So the core of our body runs from the chest to the center of the thighs. And everything we're doing here is strengthening that connection. Let's stretch out our waist by walking the left hand on top of the right hand and pushing back through that left hip. Coming back through center with the hands, right hand on top of left hand, right hip presses back. And right back through center, neutral spine as we rise to tabletop pose. We're going to come into spinal balance once again, extending right leg and left arm. Now in this spinal balance, you're going to take your right knee to your shoulder, your left elbow towards your hip. So it's a sideways crunch. Crunch and extend. Crunch and extend. Last one, crunch and extend. Reach into your spinal balance. Drop the hand, drop the knee. Cat-cow here, reset. And round it out. Lengthen back left leg, right fingertips, always knowing hand can be to the earth, just working with the knee. You're going to take shoulder to, or elbow to hip and knee to shoulder, extend. Crunch, extend. Two more, crunch, extend. Last one, crunch and extend. Hold and breathe. Release it down. One cat-cow. Lengthen and round. Curling your toes, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. You'll take your gaze forward towards your thumbs and walk about halfway up your mat, taking your feet wide outside of the line of your mat. Toes turn out, heels turn in, squat your hips down, and take your hands to your knees. From there, we're going to walk up. That protects our low back. Hands are going to come out like goalpost arms. Without dropping the elbows, we're going to use the waist to drop and touch elbow to knee or almost. Now left side crunch, up, right side crunch, up. One more left, up. One more right, up. Inhale, rise the legs. Exhale, crunch down. Hands are going to come to 90-degree bend. You're going to think about, and I'll turn sideways, the ribs and the hips coming toward one another as we crunch the belly for 4, open, 3, open, 2, open, and 1. Coming back to center, hands come to your waist. Punch left as you twist through the waist. Pull back. Punch right. We're going to take it faster. Left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, parallel the feet, fold forward. Hands can come to thighs, shins, ankles, or the floor. And just let the hamstrings open up. Nice warm body now. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. Lift your hips to downward facing dog. As you inhale, let the right leg rise. As you exhale, your right knee is going to come to your elbow. You're going to try and hold it there and then drop it down towards your wrist and pull it back up. One more time to wrist. Pull it back up. Lift the leg. Open the hip. And slowly step that right leg down. Inhale your left leg up. Draw your knee to your elbow, left side, slide it to your wrist, back up to wrist, back up, last time wrist, and as you lift up, you send the leg up and open. And then slowly drop that leg down. From here, drop down into your knees. From your tabletop pose, you're going to plant your left hand to center. Kick your left foot out like a kickstand, so it's significantly behind you. So you have like a direct line, knee, ankle, foot. And then you're going to peel open, so it looks like this from the side. You're peeling open to this little side plank pose. So your whole body will peel open to the right side of the room. You're going to lift that right leg up, extend your right arm overhead. So you have this nice long line. Deep breath in, extend. As you breathe out, elbow and knee come in front of the body, crunch. Inhale and exhale. Reach and crunch. We have one more. Crunch, make that connection, hold. Extend, drop the foot. You're going to take the arm up so shoulders are stacked. From here, and this is a very subtle movement, what we don't want to happen is we don't want the hips to collapse, right? So you're taking it from the waist. Keep the hips square, and you're going to tap your fingertips to your opposite shoulder blade. It's a crunch right through the waist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tap. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tap. Last time we rise. Tap, hold, really feel that in the waist. Come back and close off, tabletop pose. Belly draws down, chest lengthens forward, breathe in. Round that spine, breathe out. Right hand comes to center, right foot kicks behind as you peel open to the left side of the room. Taking the left arm up and the left leg to hip height. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale and exhale, crunch. Last time, extend and crunch, hold. Release and extend. Foot drops, arm rises, so shoulders stack. Breathe in here and breathe out. Crunch without closing the hips. It's right from the ribs and waist. Rise and tap. Rise and tap. Last time we rise. Tap, hold, make that connection. Reach up. Close everything off. Knees down, hands down. Cat-cow here. Slowly walk out to happy puppy as you stretch out the belly. And then we're going to come on to forearms. We're still on knees, okay? We're going to come into a forearm plank. So depending on how the feet feel today, you can either just draw your knees back, or you can curl the toes and press back through the heels. We're coming into this forearm plank, and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. Don't worry on timing. Pull the navel to the spine and think about the ribs and hips closing. And then drop those knees, keeping the forearms down. Press back almost into happy puppy and feel how that stretches the shoulders a bit. We're almost done with the hardest part. So we're going to slide forward once again, finding forearm plank. This next one is called a plank push-up. So left hand to the floor, right hand to the floor, coming to high plank. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the floor, left forearm down, right forearm down. One more time, left hand, right forearm, left forearm, knees to the floor, happy puppy with forearms down. And our final move, our final prone move, don't get too excited. So our final face down move is going to be a forearm plank. I call it a turtle crunch, so I'm just going to demonstrate it really quickly first. The action is navel to spine, ribs to hips. So you think about pushing the low back out. It's not a huge move because of how the body is positioned. So as we come into plank, it's really just a crunching and rounding of that low back. And we're going to take 4. So let's find our plank. Pull the navel in, crunch ribs to hips, extend to neutral. Ribs to hips, extend to neutral. 2 more, ribs to hips, extend to neutral. Last time, ribs to hips, extend. If knees are not down already, take them there. Walk your hands back as the hips press back to child's pose. And slowly come up. You're going to find yourself seated. We're going to take a couple of boat poses, and then we're going to come all the way onto the floor. So boat pose, there's a lot of different ways we can take boat. We can dock our boat, we can sail our boat, we can have a full yacht, whatever we feel like we're going to have. So to dock the boat, the hands come behind you with fingertips on the floor facing inward. The shoulders are going to roll open no matter where you are. And you can just simply lean back, pulling navel to spine. Heels are light, but maybe not lifted in a docked boat. If you wish to sail the boat, you lift up and then reach the arms out, okay? If you go full yacht experience, you extend outward, keeping the chest open and the navel to the spine. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soles to the floor, hands to the shins, round the spine. Don't forget to breathe. We are going to take rocking boat next. 3 options. Rocking boat can be right here, just extending a little bit, using support from the hands, still activating the belly. It can be full extension, 1 leg at a time, so it would be 5 each side, or it can be full rocking boat, okay? Your choice. You can start with full boat, you can come to the halfway, and then you can drop down, or you can start low and work your way up. Lift your chest to begin. Find your variation. Extend and crunch, extend and crunch, extend, crunch, crunch, halfway there, crunch. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, soles down, hands wrap to shins, round that spine, tuck your chin. Reconnect with the breath. Swear to God, it's the last one until we lay on the floor. We're going to take, I call it stormy boat. So it's a twist. And the trick here is when your palms are at the center of your chest, we're not moving from the shoulder, okay? We're moving from the waist. So imagine that your center point of reference is your chest. You don't want the thumbs to move, you want the waist to move, okay? So the thumbs stay right at the center of the chest. You're going to lift your chest up, find your variation, heels down or heels lifted. Draw to your left and up, right and up. Left, up, right, up. 3 more. Left, up, right, up, left, up, right, up. Last time, left and right. Heels down, soles down, round. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Hands to your shins, lift your chest. Round your spine, really tuck your tailbone, round down over your tailbone. Stay rounded here. Feel the low back stretch out. And then come all the way to the earth. Knees drawing into the chest as you arrive. And just rock a little bit from side to side. Take a minute, reconnect to your body, Reconnect to your breath. It's 7,000 degrees in my studio right now. I don't know why I bother turning the air conditioning on. It's like a futile effort to cool this place down. Let the sole of your left foot drop to the floor. You're gonna send the right leg high. Now this time you're gonna think about left fingertips reaching outside of the ankle, shoulders up off of the mat. Lower down. You don't have to touch, just imagine you could. Lift and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. Last time, lift, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, sole down, deep breath in. Full breath out. Send the left leg high. Right fingertips reach for outer ankle, lift the shoulders. 1, and lower. 2, and lower. 3, lower. Last one, 4, hold. 1, 2, 3, sole down, shoulders down, breathe in. And out. Walk your heels in. Imagine that your middle finger could almost touch the backs of the heels, like you could just about get there, right? Now, your shoulders are gonna roll up off the floor as far as the body allows, and you're gonna reach for the outer right ankle, come to center, reach for outer left ankle. We've got 3 more. Right and left, right and left. Last time, right and left. I swear we're done. Bring the knees in as the shoulders drop down. Take a breath in and a breath out. Relax your arms out like the letter T. Let your knees fall to your right side. Feel that nice twist across your waist, across the center belly. And take your gaze over your left shoulder. As you inhale, let the knees come to center. As you exhale, let the knees drop to your left, perhaps taking your gaze to the right. Inhale, rise to center. Let the soles of the feet come to the earth. Arms will come beside you, palms facing up. Just as we did at the beginning, we're gonna lift the hips, but this time really press into the heels and imagine an imaginary belt buckle being pulled to the ceiling. Holding in your bridge, feeling that nice stretch right over the front of the belly. Relax the glutes so as not to cramp up the low back, and then lower down. Windshield wiper the knees gently from side to side. Come back through center, 1 more bridge. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, press those shins and knees forward. It brings the hips up higher. Relax any clenching through the glutes. And lower down. Let's cross the right ankle over your left knee. Take the arms out like the letter T and let the knees fall to your right side. Now you'll naturally drop to the inside edge of that left foot. That's fine because it's going to take the twist a little bit deeper into the low back. When we work center belly and core, if the low back is at all compromised, we have to be super careful to really pull navel in and modify when necessary. So stretching is critical. Come back through center, keep the legs crossed as they are, and walk the left foot to the right as the sole of the right foot reaches toward the left side of the mat. Slowly rise through center and switch the cross of your legs. Left over right, knees fall left, getting that twist at the hip and low back junction. That's your SI joint, sacroiliac joint. Rise through center with the legs. Walk your right foot to the left as the sole of the left foot works toward the floor. Now your knee, that left knee might want to fall in. Try and work the knee toward the ceiling. You'll feel more stretch across that psoas. In anatomy, the psoas connects to the top of your thigh bone, the femur, and then comes up and across to the lowest rib in the back. So if you think about that, it keeps us stable and strong. Finding balance of strength and flexibility there is critical. Let's draw through center. Bring the knees into the chest. Circle the knees 3 times in each direction. Switching directions. Hugging the knees in, shoulders roll up off the floor. Try and make a connection forehead to knees, even if it's just in your mind. And then slowly release your body down into your corpse pose. Maybe finding support under your knees from a rolled blanket. If you have efficient air conditioning and you get chilly, feel free to drape a blanket or a towel over. And simply release here. Making any adjustments so that you can find full stillness. And while I often read at the end of Shavasana, this is a bit of a longer passage, so as you settle in, I'm going to share this. Especially since we just did kind of yoga aerobics, as I call it, which is a little bit more of an intense workout-based yoga. This again is from Journey to the Heart by Melanie Beatty. She writes this entry on July 15th. It's entitled Delight in Yourself. Stop picking on yourself, worrying if you're good enough, wondering what people will see if you let them see your heart. This is what they'll see, that you are a lovable and delightful soul, a beautiful child of the divine. Be yourself and accept yourself, warts, waistline, and all. You do not have to sit up that straight, be that proper, or fear what others may see. Let your imperfections show. Share them. Love yourself anyway. Relax and be who you are. When you do that, your life will be fun and a joyful gift to others. People who comfortably accept who they are, both their flaws and their good points, are healing, delightful, and fun to be around. Look at any work of nature, a canyon, a flower, a bird, a mountain, or a forest trail. Where does the perfection and imperfection end? And where does the perfection and imperfection begin? It's the combination that makes perfect sense. And so it is with you. Relax, lighten up, let go of shame and fear. The whole picture is perfect and perfectly okay. I invite you now to settle in and enjoy the comfort of rest after the effort of work. to bring your attention back to your physical body. Simply allowing the breath to move and allowing the breath to bring movement to fingers and toes. Maybe bringing more movement into the body through ankles and wrists. Stretching, full body stretch as if just waking up from a gentle nap. Hugging your knees in toward your chest and rolling off to one side. And as you feel ready, rising to a comfortable seated position with eyes closed. As you arrive, allow the knuckles to rest down on the knees with the palms facing upward. And just take a final moment to scan your body, noticing changes physically and energetically, changes in quality of breath and state of mind. And knowing that every effort and every breath that you make on the mat is perfect in its imperfection. And so on the mat, the same is true off the mat. Breathing in, our arms will rise up. Breathing out, allowing the palms to touch and sliding the thumbs to center chest. I'll seal our time together with a single round of Om. Inhaling. Surrendering the head to the heart as you swallow in the back of your throat. Raising your thumb knuckles to center forehead. All that is light and love and imperfect in me honors and shines to all that is light and love and imperfect in each of you. Namaste.